Mankind show is pretty good. You should watch it.
I gotta check it out. That's the shit you was talking about on.
Yeah, it's
right?
about if we didn't win the war to the moon, and then the space race just continued. And it's interesting to think like if we didn't just win and they stopped, like the solid progression that would keep being going to one up each other. Because it is weird that we just went to the moon and like we kind of just chilled.
And never went back.
We just chill. Like it was like, yeah, we got rovers now and shit. We'll just send them there. Like,
yeah,
nobody gives a fuck.
Does that? Yeah, but you know how I feel about the moon.
You think it's conspiracy, right?
Yeah, it's just weird that we never went back. That's the part that never made sense to me.
I wonder if they just think it's a waste of money.
I feel like they try and go back now, though.
Yeah, I honestly don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, man. How was the weekend?
It was good, man. I had a good weekend. I'm trying to think what I did now. It feels like it was pretty chill. Friday, I didn't do anything. Saturday, I went golfing. Kyle's the worst sport in the history of sports. It was embarrassing. It was a little disgusting. And I was, it just, there's etiquette here.
Yeah.
There's etiquette here. Kyle's my golf buddy. He's going to be mad. So, Kyle's my buddy. He beats me a solid 65% of the time we play.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And never, always we chirp each other. It's fine. Get some drinks afterwards, whatever it is. I bring somebody new out to play. CJ's little brother's best friend, Cam. I've known him for a couple of years. A sweet kid. Also, it's funny, we're at that age to where I think he's 23, and he's not that he was acting crazy or anything, but we are so much older now, yo.
Damn near a decade older.
Yeah, we're just so much older, and there's just so much there's just a big difference between 23 and 32, and I'm trying to think because I'll be 32 next week.
Sheesh.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Right.
I'm trying. And I keep saying this, and I'll say it a million times: is I don't feel old, and now I know how people when they were 48 and whatnot were saying that. I get it now.
Yeah.
I don't feel old. I still feel young, and I don't know when I'll feel old.
That's the thing. I always thought is you never do until you can't move type shit.
And I still make dumb decisions, but I'll say the only thing that really changes is I minimize my amount of dumb decisions.
Okay. Yeah, I would just, I guess.
It's I don't feel that much. I honestly, outside of personality-wise, I don't feel that much different than I was at 25.
Yeah, no.
I just don't.
No, we just got more wisdom and, I guess maybe the dumb shit. We just know, we just got more information.
Definitely patience. Patience comes with time as well. You start to realize shit just don't happen overnight.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen. I guess, yeah, you're just smarter, bro. I guess that is the thing. You're just smarter, and there's not that youthful optimism. I don't want to make it sound depressing, but it's just you're just a lot more I understand why old people be dropping gems and shit. Because when I'm talking to 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, I'm like, bro, you just got to relax. This shit will figure it. You got to just slow the fuck down.
Yeah.
Just slow down. Not to him, though. I mean, he's a nice kid. He's got his shit together, whatnot. Anyway, we're golfing. It's a good game. It's heating up. Front nine. We're playing 2v2. He just started a couple months ago. Putting the team on my back for the most part. He's hitting some good shots. We bet drinks on the front nine. We win. Get some drinks. We botch it a little bit. Coming down on the back nine. I'm money with my driver all day. Bombs. Every single fucking drive. Right? Yeah. So we come up. And we're down fucking, I think we're down one going into the last hole. Or it's tied down one. Boom, hit that bitch 300 right down the middle. Smoke it. Smoke it. We're playing scramble. You feel so you're supposed to alternate shots. Playing scramble. Not on that hole, dog. Not on that hole. Go straight down. Hit that shit again. 7. Boom. Right on the motherfucking green, right? I'm not a good putter. I've just never been. Sink that bitch 15. True eagle.
Right.
True eagle.
True eagle.
True fucking eagle. Me and Kyle were just talking about 8 holes before this. Yo, you ever get an eagle? I'm like, nah, I never got an eagle. It's yeah, not me either, blah, blah. When I tell you, like, I get the eagle, you know I'm tight. Eat a dick, pussy, blah, blah. I look over. These motherfuckers aren't even making their way to the green, dog. They pull straight past the green, go straight to the car place. This motherfucker grabs his bag, runs to the car, and goes straight home. Doesn't say good game. Not nice meet you.
On the 18th?
Bro, huh?
You did it on the 18th?
On the 18th, bro, just fucking dips. Doesn't finish the hole. Doesn't put it out. Just dips, dog.
You did that shit at PG?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, just dips off. Usually we get a drink afterwards or whatnot. You know, something like little small talk. Nothing, dog. Straight out of there. I said, wow, ain't that some shit? That's some shit.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Motherfuckers is crazy. I'm like, this all these times this motherfucker beat me, I never stormed off. No. Motherfucker just beat me last week on the last hole, and I went in and got a drink with him.
That's crazy.
That's what's wrong with motherfuckers, man.
You gotta take shots for the eagle. That's crazy.
Yeah, or at least like a fist pump or something. I'm not a demanding man.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
crazy.
Nice fucking shot, Dill. Good game. Good
crazy.
game, Cam. Nice meeting you, you know? But you know what? To his credit, maybe he was having a bad day. I don't fucking know. But just awful sportsmanship. It was the worst. It was the worst.
It's a little nerd.
It was the worst. And then Sunday, I was at my lady's house, and her kid wanted to go get ice cream, and I kept telling him it was cold out, and then we go get ice cream at 6 o'clock, and it's fucking 40 degrees, and all of a sudden it's too cold to get ice cream. Yeah, duh.
So y'all didn't get the ice cream?
Yeah, we got the ice cream. Ate that shit in the car.
Right.
Like a bunch of nuts.
Yeah.
The fuck? It's wintertime. What'd you do this weekend?
This weekend, that shit was booked up with family visits, man.
Oh, nice.
Family both sides. What happened? Friday, family. Saturday, more family. Had some good debates. A couple of them, or one of them, I'll discuss later.
Nice, can't wait.
Sunday, some of her family came over. My little sister came over as well. That was interesting. It's crazy when you have a kid. The scheduled like baby appointments is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I'm coming now, like a 3-4 hour slot, then somebody else is coming. It's a lot of I guess entertaining you got to do, which I never knew was a thing.
And there's really only so much they can do with the baby. So like they're coming over, and like you might hold the baby for a little. Unless you're me, you're probably just hanging out the baby the whole time, putting the baby to sleep, waking it up, taking the baby on a walk. Who knows, you know? But
yeah, so they really coming to talk with us.
Yeah, it's pretty much just a visit for you, which is like weird if you think about it.
Yeah, it's about the baby, but it ends up always being about or a conversation with us, which ain't bad. But it is funny how once you realize, like, okay, the baby's not going to do nothing but look at me, smile a couple times, might laugh, and then go to sleep. And
I don't know how she was before, because I didn't know her before you started dating her. Mm-hmm. But you're not necessarily the guy that's going to host a bunch of multiple people at his house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's definitely different for me because even when I had my spot alone, it was very few people coming over. So if people was coming over, we was probably drinking and shit or playing games or something.
A sober link up on a Tuesday.
Yeah. So it's just Well, luckily Saturday wasn't a sober link up, but Sunday was a very sober day, especially after a Saturday where we got I ain't gonna say we got fucked up, but enough of a buzz to where it's like, I ain't did this in a minute, and then I gotta wake up and then have baby meets again. So. Yeah, it's an interesting weekend, but it wasn't bad.
Fucking babies.
Yeah. Oh man. Fuck it. One of the things we discussed though, you seen the Boosie shit? Him getting paid $500,000, close to it.
I just saw that today, yeah.
So we was having the ironic part about that is we was having a debate Saturday night, me and A, and he was saying he think people go on platforms like when you see people on a podcast or interview, they getting paid to do it. I was on the side like, I don't know if they getting paid. All these people getting paid to do this.
Well, no, it's interesting because I watched the Vlad interview. I forget who he was on the interview with, but maybe it was Matt Hoffa. And he did it a while ago, and he was saying that the regulars get paid. So Boosie does it like 20, 25 times a year.
Yeah.
He does a lot of interviews, so it's kind of like a recurring guest on a TV show. If he's doing it 20, he's doing it 20 times a year. He's getting 30 million views combined on the things, then yeah, you get paid for it. But he was saying if it's like a one-off, then no, you don't get paid for it.
So do you feel like somebody goes on Drink Champs? Do you feel like Drink Champs is cutting them a check to come on the show?
I don't know. I guess it depends on the guest.
Yeah,
For real,
so
like I think if it's like maybe if it's Kodak Black and he
Mhm.
just had his album coming out and he was just on it, then it's album promotion. I could see how it is. But also if it's somebody like I don't know Cameron or like random person like you just pull out of the works, like I'm sure that there might be a fee. I guess my question would be should they get paid?
yeah, I'll after before I answer that, it started with Funny Marco, and I forget who was on it that sparked the conversation. But then it was I was like, so you think Kevin Hart went on Funny Marco and got paid?
No.
I said no. I
No.
will say he had a compelling argument because he was like, why would Kevin Hart go do this for free? I ain't never think about it, but I'm like, okay, maybe you got a point. But also, I'm like, I would feel like Kevin Hart would just be like, oh, I see you grinding, Funny Marco. I'm gonna give you a look, like I'm gonna fuck with you. I don't.
Yeah. I
People
think
get
yeah. I think Kevin Hart was a comedian at one point, and I think people forget that he is a comedian or was a comedian because he's such a movie star now. To where I think if he finds somebody funny and wants to jumpstart him, he'll probably show support.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't think that pay for interview model is as common as people think, and I think that boozy shit's a little deceiving because
Yeah.
he does it 20 fucking times a year.
And now people are gonna expect to get paid doing interviews because of shit like that. Like you paying Boosie this, I need this to come on your show, Vlad. Even though they openly discuss that on when they do interviews, but because I remember also I forget who he was interviewing, but he was talking about Sammy the Bull and how he offered him money to do it. But I guess maybe like big shit like that. Okay, so another one we said, do you feel like Drake got paid to do the interview with the one chick?
I don't know if he got paid or there's something like that girl. There's something I don't know. That shit seems a little off.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
don't know if he got paid or they're investing in her stream or I don't know. That shit seems a little weird.
Never thought about it till he said it, but I was just so adamant on like, there's no way. Then he went to say, "Well, we pay Meek to be on our shit?"
Yeah.
The funny shit is, I said no because that shit feels weird to me. Why would
Um,
we interview you?
I don't know. It's weird because I'm from a media background, so I think like if people come for interviews, it's usually they come on a self-serving purpose. So people
And that's
come out for the interviews for the promo run. That's why I think it's different for the boozy shit. He doesn't have anything to promote, so you're literally using his likeness to generate interest and views and clicks, to where it would make sense where he got paid. The Drake shit with the girl or whatnot, like promo for whatever it is. Kevin Hart might be pushing something. I don't know what it is. Um, but if me came on our shit and then we got 300,000 views on YouTube, long form, so we get paid even more, and we end up getting $120,000 from that. Does he deserve a good amount of that? Yeah, for sure.
yeah. And
Yeah,
that's what where I kind of was like, okay, I get people maybe start up in paying, but when you get to a level like a Drink Champs, I don't think they're paying people to come on
yeah.
their
I'd
show.
be more surprised if Drink Chance was paying.
Yeah, because I
Yep,
feel like it's a bigger look for them than it
it's
is for
for promotion. If you have something to promote, though, some of these guys don't have anything to promote.
and that's what he said. When people go up there just talking, you think they doing that shit for free.
I guess what's free? You know, like I'm sure they fly him out, set him up, and like
That's
with
what
shit and
I said.
whatnot. Like I'm sure they take care of him.
Yeah, I said
If it was a recurring guest, like the boozy shit is way different than people are making it seem because he does it he does it like once every 2 weeks. He's going out of his way to do an interview once every 2 weeks. They're getting a couple 100,000 every time. They're generating fucking $1.5 million, $2 million in ad dollars and whatnot for boozy. Yeah, he should get paid.
Yeah,
That only makes sense. Why would he keep doing it if he wasn't?
yeah.
It's not like he's making music.
And I feel like even getting paid, I feel like for an interview, I feel like it will make it less genuine and less interesting for real. Because sometimes when you hear for the money, it ain't as much. care about it. Like you just, I'm here for a fucking check. Let me answer these questions. Yeah, no, yeah. But when you just there and you like, I'm on my own time, it's like, all right, I'm gonna really answer these questions because I'm not here because I don't want to be here.
Well, I think that's the same shit though when people are promoting stuff. There's plenty of times where people go to interviews and they want to just promote the album. You ask them questions and they don't even want to answer. I'm just here with you. Let's talk about the music. Let's talk about the music. So, I mean, I don't know. I think it could go either way.
Definitely could.
Damn, I forgot what I was just about to ask you, but now I'm thinking about something else. All right, so I was thinking Thanksgiving's next week, right?
Yeah.
Also, my birthday's next week on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking electric.
Yeah. Shout out to.
And I'm trying to map out my day, and I have so much shit to do. And I was thinking, like, are holidays overrated?
Our holiday is overrated. I feel like no. I feel like we get off work, we get to be around people that we care about. If we choose to. Yeah, I feel like it's a good thing for on a personal side. Now, marketing side, I feel like it's a business. Holidays have turned into business, please.
All right.
Because we associate Christmas with spending money. We associate Thanksgiving with spending money because Black Friday is the next day. Easter, we're spending money. 4th of July, we spending money. We having barbecue. Like, it's a lot of spending that comes with holidays, which is crazy. Halloween, we spending money.
Yeah.
I don't know. Overrated, underrated. How you got it?
I mean, Travis just said exactly what I was thinking. We never had Travis on, right?
No, we gotta get him on.
Yeah, we've always said it. Travis, whenever you want, buddy, any week. I'm the older I get, the less I'm into it. And I'm thinking from your aspect of it, it's probably a little different this year because your situation. But like when you have to drag the kids around and what's it called, especially Thanksgiving, like just it becomes more of a chore than it is like that's why like when I buy a house, I'll probably just host because I'll take the cleaning up and whatnot. But like the whole like I think I have at least a minimum 3 houses to go to this year.
Yeah.
On a minimum. And it's like, and my lady has a kid. So, like, on top of that, it's like, not to sound like an unk, but if I'm driving around, I'm not going to be drunk. I'm not going to be drinking until I get to my last spot.
That's how I feel.
So now I'm going to be sober all day. I'm going to be making small talk all day, sober as shit. And then there's my side of the family I'm going to do. Then I got to do her side of the family. I got to be small talking. I got to be turned on. I got to be friendly. Might have to hold my tongue. You know, like, I was like, there's going to be a lot of shit there where it's going to be like testing my patience and whatnot. And then finally I'll get to the third John. And by the third John, I'll probably be so fucking swamped from eating all day, I might not even want to drink.
That's the thing. I'm glad we made the decision this year, even though it was mainly for the baby. But I get to be parked. I may dip out the families real quick. But if I don't, I'm going to take the day to drink because I don't think I've ever had a Thanksgiving where I got to sit still. And this will be my first one, and I'll be able to just get blasted.
Dude, 10 times out of 10, and my friends know this because I like to do shit, but I would rather host than go somewhere any time of the week. I'll take the cleanup the next day.
Same.
There's no better peace of mind than being home.
And I ain't going to lie, to people that don't know, Dill has done some wild cleanup work. Like, I'm talking about backyard full of shit. Like, it's like on the 3 a.m. walkout. Like, yo, you want us to help you with this shit? Nah, fuck it. I'll get it tomorrow. And I mean, like that shit look like some movie shit back
here. Yeah, the funniest shit is I walk out.
It's crazy.
I walk out in the morning. It'll be like 8 a.m. because I don't use. The thing people don't really like underestimate about alcohol or doesn't really talk about is like it fucks your sleep. Like it fucks your sleep up.
Yeah,
you're not a heavy sleeper, so it's hard to get good sleep. But no, I've definitely walked out a million times. Like next year when I do my summer cookout, it'll be like that. I think I had like 20 people there this year. I'm gonna try and ramp it up to like 50 next year.
Jeez.
And have a blast. But like I'll definitely wake up and I'll have to fold up like fucking 4 or 5 tents by myself, 2 cornhole sets. I'll fill up 3 trash bags of bottles, fold up 20 chairs. Like just rolling through it, just bring the speaker out there and just fucking But I'll take that all day because it's just nice being at your place. And I like hosting. I like entertaining. I'd like to be able to like go to one crowd, bop around, hit another crowd, talk some shit. This. And I like, because I have such a weird friend group, I like when my friend groups like interact.
Yeah.
It's funny to see how that usually plays out. And 9 times out of 10, it plays out well.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't. It's what it is.
Yeah, it was a pretty funny one this year.
Well, that wasn't my friend group. That was some nut shit. That was some nut shit. That goes on to my other point I was thinking about with holidays is this the first holidays like I'm gonna have to go to somebody else's family. I don't know if I love it.
I would say it's definitely interesting. It's like bittersweet because when you got your family, it's like, all right, you know what to expect. Y'all got y'all inside jokes, y'all got y'all family stories, y'all got X, Y, and Z. And then when the significant other gets involved, now it's like, all right, you got to break down every damn story, what's going on, or
so much inside shit
going. And then when you're at your person's house, it's like, all right, I got to read everybody in the room. Can I talk to this person? Who is this person? I never heard of this person. Damn, fucking head off. It's just it's a lot that goes into that. But like you said, I've probably enjoyed hosting more than I thought I would. It's definitely interesting, but it's just the comfort of being here and knowing that this is where I'm ending it, so I'm good.
Meeting somebody else's family in general is just a funny it's just a funny dynamic. Like,
yeah,
it's a little different. Like with friends and whatnot. It's like I've known your family for like 20 years now, damn near. But like when you meet a friend's family and shit, like also like you kind of take shit for granted. Like you might just assume like, oh, this is my favorite cousin or this is my cousin. Like you're just gonna like them, because they're cool. But you forget like this is their first time meeting them. Like they don't know like what the relationship is or how they act or what the humor is and like all this different shit. And then when I'm around new people, like almost out of instinct, I feel like I'm starting to sell them. Like I'm at work again. So now I'm selling you the whole time, and then that's fucking exhausting.
So I got like this 2-part thing. Do you like, okay, so you taking your girl to your family house. Do you give them a rundown before they meet them? And then when you go over her house, her family's house, do you like a rundown before you meet them? Or do you want to just be shocked, surprised, and vice versa?
I don't think I give out the rundown. I think I'll give the rundown as it's going.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm usually drunk at that point, so it's like an obvious rundown. I'm just fucking like in the ear, like, yo, and I on some of that shit. If I'm going somewhere, I don't necessarily need a rundown. Like, give me a rundown on the problem people.
That's the main thing.
Give me a rundown on the specific people that I'd be like, yo, all right, make sure you say miss to them. Yeah. And I'm pretty polite, so I'm usually miss so-and-so, especially with ladies. But like, yeah, this friend or this cousin jokes around a lot, or this. Like, give me that, or like, this cousin hates white people. Like, give me some shit like that. Like, give me a little breakdown.
Because I would say I got a thorough rundown from my girl, and then she later was like, I wish I didn't tell you, and you just got to feel for people yourself. But I'm like, for me, I'm gonna get the rundown, but I'm also not gonna let the rundown discourage me from talking to somebody.
Well, it's like you want people to be able to like make their own judgment or perception or whatever it may be of somebody. You don't want to go in there with the preconceived of like, oh, this is the bad person or this is a troublemaker, because you might end up meshing with them and that might fuck it up. Because there's a million times where you go in and you're like, oh, like he didn't seem that bad, or they seem cool. They're pretty chill, but you might not already like them.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But that's the other shit about having a girl too, is like, yo, if they're like, they can seem cool as shit, but if they did some nut shit to your girl, you're not gonna like them anyway.
Yeah, no, it's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna. And that also happens where it's like, I don't fuck with you. I just don't.
All right, my other thing was, our birthday's overrated now.
Birthdays, I don't think they overrated. I just think it depends on how you play it, honestly. Because now we at the age, like you said, we keep saying like we both in relationships, so it's like it ain't the same as when we doing whatever the fuck we want. So it ain't like, all right, last minute trip to wherever, and it's like, bet we ain't got shit to do. We out. Now it's I gotta see what they doing for me and this, that, and the third. So it's just like, all right, maybe I'll miss you this birthday. Catch up maybe hopefully 2 weeks after or some dumb shit. So you just never know now. So maybe that's how shit go now. It's kind of crazy actually.
Yeah, I don't think like I used to be a birthday guy. I really don't give a fuck about him anymore. I don't think I'll care again until I'm 40.
Okay, okay.
I think I'm out on him. I just don't care. And I don't know if that's like because you know me, I was pretty like exaggerated with the fact that like birthdays are coming up
Yeah,
all the time. Like, yeah, my birthday's coming up, we're getting fucking lit. No, like, if you guys don't show up for my birthday, I fucking hate you. Actually,
yeah, it's a problem.
I hate you. I won't talk to you. You're a piece of shit. I'm gonna treat you differently. Whole thing. And now I like really don't give a fuck. I didn't care that much last year either.
Last year,
I
I was
couldn't even tell you what I did last year. Oh yeah, well, yeah, that was the day before Thanksgiving, so we went to the bars. And that shit sucked.
yeah.
That shit sucked.
So
It was an awful time.
I
It
was
was
like,
an awful time.
we was supposed to go to New York though. Tour
Yeah.
my Phillies.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you fucked that up. You ruined my birthday. It hasn't been the same since, actually. Was supposed to go to New York for the first time, and John popped his Achilles, and I guess crutches weren't invented. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I couldn't use crutches yet. I still had the fucking cash.
I guess there was no wheelchairs. I don't know.
I had to take a wheelchair up the fucking hotel. Fucking like, yeah, y'all two about to carry me around on y'all shoulders. Like, all right.
I do think 40 would be a big deal for me. But yeah, birthdays are different now for sure.
Would you rather? Nah, I ain't even gonna put us in that predicament.
Would I rather what? Let's hear it. Would I rather go out with my friends or go out with my joint?
Yeah.
Well, for me, I think it's a little different because I've never done it one way.
Okay.
So for like, I'm already like I'm done this year. I'm done. Like if I catch you guys a week after, let's have a blast.
Yeah.
And like it's always irritating where my birthday falls as well.
Yeah, your birthday is at a wild. Well,
it just falls at like
time.
It's just a shitty time. It's a shitty time to travel. It's a shitty time. Like it's just a bad time. As a kid, it was dope because I get birthday cards from people I wouldn't get them from because I'd see them at Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
it forces their hand, so that should always work. But no, what I at this point in my life, because I've never done it, I'd rather spend it with my girl and then catch my friends maybe like a weekend after or whatnot.
Yeah.
But if I had a girl a bunch of times, I'd probably be fucking dying to go on a friend trip.
That's the funny thing. Like me, selfishly, I want both. Like, all right, let's get this one, and then we could do the other one as well. And sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I don't even remember what the fuck I did this shit past year. Matter of fact, I came out there with y'all, and I forget.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think there's anything wrong with being a little selfish on your birthday either.
No.
Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with like spending some time with your girl and then also being like, all right, I'm going out with the boys or I'm going out with my friends for a night out as well.
Yeah. Is it fucked up if they like, well, I want to come? What is that etiquette? Do we always have to invite our girls, or if we don't, is it a problem?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I'm not there yet. I don't know. I haven't been there before.
Okay.
Because I already know what it's going to be like. Well, why wouldn't you want me to come?
Exactly.
I'm not fun.
Exactly.
Your friends like me.
I'm not cool enough to be around.
Your friends like me. Why wouldn't why we could all have fun?
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, I'm not hiding shit. I'm just fucking like,
That's funny as shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I was thinking something randomly while I was driving back to. Oh, well, we could go over one of your topics if you want.
Ross and Meek dropped, man.
I haven't listened yet.
Damn.
Yeah, I did 4 songs and I turned it off.
That's funny as shit. I got 6 in my first listen and was like, I'm turning this off.
Yep. You know that shit hurt too, dog.
It did. I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
You know that shit hurt,
Yeah, and then it's like Ross and Meek. Like, what the
yo,
fuck?
come on, yo. What are y'all doing, yo?
Like, y'all built up all this anticipation, and y'all got me turning this shit off.
And you know what's crazy too? Like I turned it off, and then I did what I did. I got on Twitter, and like everybody was telling me it was great.
That's what I was. That shit. I was like, okay, I know we biased this shit, which my biasness made me go back and listen, and then I got like I'll say like 5 or 6 that I like, but like my biasness made me go back and listen. If I didn't care for that, mainly for Meek, but I've also fucked with Ross. But like, if I didn't care, I wouldn't have went back.
I need to be in the mood for the fucking rapidy rap, like fucking straight bars, no real produced structure on the song shit. I have to be in a mood for that, and I'm not in the mood for that shit very much.
And then I'm getting the songs and I'm pissed. Like the one Ross with Ross, Meek, Vori, and Fab, like I fucked with that one. But then I'm like, okay, I see Ross, Tiana Taylor, and Meek. And then I hear the sample. I'm like, what the fuck did they do?
I didn't even get to it.
The worst song, but it was just like this shit could have been 10 times better. Like, what is this shit?
Yeah, I listened to it. I'm like, all right, these bars are cool, blah, blah. But I'm like, if I'm going to listen to this shit, I'll just turn on a Funk Flex freestyle.
And that was way better.
Like, I'll just turn on the Funk Flex freestyle and call it a day.
Yeah, I'm like, I cut the shit off and turned Larry June on. I'm like,
which was like mad confusing too, because Raw specifically for me, like Meek always puts together structured songs and whatnot, but he does go on his straight bar shit every once in a while. But Ross' best aspect is beat selection and production.
yeah,
like a nice structured out song, a nice theme, and this shit seemed like they got together and was like, Meek was like, I'm just gonna rap. I'm gonna rap some shit to him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go back and listen to it eventually, but I'm still on the Jeezy shit, and I haven't been in the mood to listen to just fucking bars.
It wasn't as bad as I thought when I'm like after my first listen, I'm like, okay. But then I was like, yeah, this shit like a 6.5, 7.
What am I listening to? Even like my buddy Brandon was like, yo, listen to this, blah blah. I'm like, I'm not putting this shit on golfing.
Yeah, that was the other thing. I didn't really have nowhere to listen to it, and it made me think like when we was younger, how again 2-3 times a week we hanging out, we could just throw some Meek on, and it's cool because that was the vibe. And now it's like, okay, I'm fucking with a baby in the crib, chilling. This ain't the mood right now.
Well, shit, I was even listening to it, and I was like, I'm hypocritical here, but I'm like, should I take some club bangers at this point?
And it was really no crazy club bangers. And I haven't went back since Friday. Maybe I should, but it was just not hitting for me. I was just like,
nope, no go for me.
Wasn't hit.
No go for me. What the fuck was I?
Keeping music. Andre 3000 putting the album out Friday, but he says no bars. He's not rapping.
Yeah, I heard he was playing the flute. I don't know if that's real or not.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true either, but I mean, yeah, I thought we was about to get some great shit. Then he came real fast and said, yeah, this ain't a rap album. So sorry, not sorry, really. This is just what happened. Nothing really to touch on, but I feel like it could have been something special, but it is what it is.
Yeah, Andre 3000's always been an interesting guy, so I'm not super shocked with it.
Yeah. You got another one?
I got a bunch.
Okay, bet.
Keke Palmer, have you been following this situation at all?
From a distance, yeah. From a distance.
I don't know if we talked about it last week, but pretty much they came out with the video and her guy was on camera beating her up a couple different times.
Oh shit! It was on camera?
Yeah, well, they had the snippets of the camera shots.
Oh shit!
So it was him like choking her out, him throwing her over a couch, like all these different clips of her in the house getting beat up. Which was funny because I know we debated this on the pod. Like, was it appropriate for the Usher shit? Was he being corny with the Twitter shit? So and so. And like I saw a lot of people taking his side. I think we were all on the adamant like point of like, well, he's performing. It is what it is. Maybe she could have toned it down. Who knows? But he kept going with like a bomb. I think his brother was on Insecure and whatnot. It was kind of like, well, wait till because the mom came out and was like, he's a piece of shit. His brother's a piece of shit. So and so. And they were like, well, wait till we leak the recording of you talking about her mom. And they leaked the recording, and the mom was like, yo, pussy, like, you put your hands on my daughter, I'm going to put a fucking bullet in your head. And they were like, see, she's threatening me.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about?
Are you dumb?
Yeah, what are you
Like, the fuck?
what the fuck would you expect a mom to say?
Are you dumb?
What the fuck?
Yo, you beat her daughter up.
Yeah,
You
what the
freak.
fuck's supposed to say?
She was supposed to say, oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. That shit is weird. That shit is weird as shit. So, I think it's another case of like we jump to conclusions on social media, without the full story. And also, like, it's kind of crazy to me because he's a nobody from what I understand. Maybe he's a producer. I think he's a director, something like that. Whatever it may be, he's not on the level of success Keke Palmer is. And if Keke Palmer can get beat up in her own house by a loser, it really makes you think. Like, and Keke Palmer doesn't strike you as somebody that's vulnerable or is going to get taken advantage of like that. No. Or like, she doesn't seem like the girl that would allow that to happen. It really makes you ponder, like, how many girls are really getting beat up out here?
Not saying nothing.
And just not saying nothing, letting it happen, thinking it's normal. Oh, he choked me a little bit. He still loves me. It's okay. These motherfuckers are weird as shit. I just can't think of like an appropriate situation. And I've been mad before. I get mad all the time.
Yeah.
I get mad all the time. Not at my girl, but like, I'm sure I get frustrated with her too. But I can't see, like, it takes a lot for me want to get violent with a guy. I cannot see a situation where I'm like
crazy shit.
Like, yeah, like you literally have to like force my hand for me to throw a punch at a guy. It's just like, at what point are you doing that? And to beat up a girl, your baby mom, a girl in general, but your baby mom that you're living with, like, what type of shit could she possibly do?
It's literally nothing. It's nothing that's like.
It's nothing.
It's nothing. It would really, and not even like when you defending yourself, you're not even hitting. You're more so grabbing, like
you can restrain.
Yeah, it's not a hit. Like
it's a restraint.
It's crazy.
Choking, pushing, throwing off. Their shit is all weird. It's not like, yo, that shit is weird.
It's like you said, it's really nothing you could do.
Yeah, everybody clowned Jay-Z when he got beat up by Solange. That's how he was supposed to play it.
Yeah.
That's how he was supposed to. You drunk on some nut shit.
Push your line. He was just like, yo.
And like, here's the shit. Solange beat him up. He didn't have a black eye. He didn't have any scratches. He didn't have no shit. Like, that's how you supposed to handle that shit.
Walked out the elevator like a champ. Shit hurt a little bit, but I'm good.
The flip side of that shit is like, this is the shit with a lot of guys too. And like girls, any girl, attractive, whatever it may be. Because if you date a girl, you think she's somewhat attractive. But successful girls in general, you date these guys that aren't doing as well as you, or don't, not even if they're not doing as well as you, don't have the ambition to try to do as well as you, or don't have that thing. They're gonna be okay with you paying the bills and whatnot in theory and supporting them. But there's gonna be this little power dynamic in their mind where they want to reassure that they're the man in the relationship, that they have the alpha control of it.
Imagine having that thought though.
It's weird as shit, bro. I just don't like
chilling and over like compensating for whatever they feel like they lacking. Like, okay, if I'm not this, then I'll make sure I'm the man that got the house a fucking one clean or whatever the fuck the duties is. Like, I don't see why you wouldn't go above and beyond, especially if she don't care that you not whatever.
Buddy, if I knock my girl up and she's the breadwinner, especially actors, and I can motherfucking pursue my passions, everything's taken care of.
Yeah,
I'm not and also like I'm not gonna feel pussy about it either.
Why?
My girl's a worldwide talent. I'm not as successful as a generational talent that's been acting since she was 6.
Yeah,
not too many people are.
In that situation, nobody else's opinion matter because she already wants you.
You got her, dog. You just knocked her down road. You dumped in her.
Yeah.
You're good. It's over.
I kid for you.
Over. You got my kid out. Well, see, the fuck, like, we don't need to do anything here.
The game is done.
I think that shit is so fucking weird. And then to do like the cop out of her mom saying her mom should shoot you. It shouldn't have been a threat. She should have shot you.
And I don't even know if she would have been in the wrong.
No, fuck no.
No, she would have been in the wrong.
I got a big thing. Yo, if you beat a girl up, you deserve to get beat up.
Yeah.
That's the shit. You beat a girl up. There's a big aspect on here. You really beat a girl up. I'm not mad if somebody shoots you. Maybe it's not a headshot, but a leg shot. Have a blast.
Yeah, a little burn, nothing crazy.
Have a blast. You rape a girl, you should die.
Yeah, you out of
You
here.
molest a kid, you should die. There's this shit. I'm anti-violent to a point. There's some shit you need to die, and there's some shit you need to get beat up on, and that's fine. There's really no reason I can think of, unless it's like a crazy lady wheeling a knife at you, that you need to hit a girl.
Yeah, and even with the crazy lady wielding a knife,
I got that shit fucked up. If it's a wild lady running down the street with a knife and like I try to restrain her, she slit my wrist. Nah,
I can outrun that. I can outrun her. I'm gonna say that.
What if she's fast?
I'll hit her with some jukes or something, dog.
I'm not that fast. I'm not that fast. You might have that option, bro. I'm not that fast. Fucking Sha'Carri Richardson's chased me down with a knife. I'm gonna have to punch her.
That's a little different.
That is what it is.
Oh, that's funny as shit.
That is what it is. I was at a conference this morning today, and they were talking about it, and I had heard something about it. I think I mentioned it to you, but they passed it in Maryland and Delaware. It's coming up soon to where employers are going to have to offer a 401k and match. How do we feel about that replacing the pension?
It's fucked up.
I think it's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
Because, I think it's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, obviously every business ain't doing the best, and some are just barely making it. So to force businesses to have to do that,
no, that's not why I think it's fucked up. But go ahead.
Nah, I think that's fucked up because we know like every business ain't a Fortune 500 company. Whether you got 100 employees or 5, they could still both be in the same position. And I don't know if everybody is in a position to match somebody's 401k or whatever they got going in there. And then I guess some people may say, well, if you can't do that, you shouldn't have a business. But that business may be a niche thing that probably is a dying breed because the internet has damn near taken every damn business out of brick and mortar anyway. So
internet, franchises, wholesalers.
Yeah, I mean, a Walmart alone takes out about 5 to 10 businesses by itself. So I couldn't imagine with putting a mandate of you have to have a 401k or and no pensions anymore.
But the consistency of a 401k over a pension is just interesting to me anyway, because now we don't get a pension, so we're supposed to invest into our 401k, but the 401k fluctuates. If the market's down, then your 401k, I could put my 7 to 8 to 9 to 10% in my 401k every year, and a recession hits and I lose 60%, 50% of what my retirement value is in 20 years, and everything I just put into it up to 55, 60, I'm gearing up to retirement. Now I'm fucked. I got to work another 70 years.
Go on.
And on the flip side of it, now I need to allow a 401k to invest all my money. Now you can choose from high risk to low yield rewards and whatnot or whatever it may be. And that's fine. But either way, maybe I just don't want my fucking money in the market.
Exactly.
Maybe I don't want to generate the market. Maybe I don't want to support that shit.
What you getting? Because everybody ain't for the risk. Everybody's not for the risk. Some people want the sure thing.
And also, like, I'm not a finance guy, so like I'm sure somebody else could brief us on the rewards of it. But like, I want the fucking pensions back, dog.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at a pension.
I want a pension back. Bring me the pension back.
Wouldn't be mad at that.
Especially when you're in a revenue generating position, like, or even your shit. Like, yo, like, the more I produce, the more money I'm making you.
Yeah.
Reward me. I'm making even if we both make a good living, right? There's a lot more they could cut our way.
Yeah.
There's a lot more they could cut our way. Like, yo, like, we might be happy with what we're making and shit, but don't get it fucked up. Like, their take on the profit is a lot more.
No doubt.
So like, I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, to see it be a law or a bill, whatever they're doing to make it mandated is kind of crazy to me.
I think they're starting to do what's it called when the guys go on leave? Is it a paternity leave?
Yeah.
I think they're starting to do that in a couple of years as well. How do we feel about that?
Now that I'm in the situation is necessary.
I think it's fair.
Yeah, I had I did like a week and a half, 2 weeks. But I mean, I don't work full days, so like my position, I don't have to do that anymore. So it ain't like I'm gone majority. It's like it's something crazy got to happen for me to have to work long hours nowadays. So luckily that's my position. So I didn't really feel it, but I couldn't imagine like if I had to go right back to work and work 40-hour week because I couldn't get no maternity leave.
Dude, all
Because
those
baby is she's first off, she's gonna need help. And then like you want to have some bonding time with the baby.
all these policies and shit kind of like geek me out every once in a while. So I was
Mm.
thinking like even short-term, long-term disability is interesting as well because I'm paying into it every month. Well, for most part, the employer covers it to a job, but if you want to buy up, but like, motherfucker, you telling me if I get knock on wood, if I get cancer, then I'm gonna get 65% of my pay?
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Pay me while I have cancer.
Yeah, that's when I really
The
need the
fuck?
fucking money.
Yeah, that's when I need it. Like, motherfucker, I'm here every day. Like, the one thing if you had like a bad employee, you're not there. But if you've been with a company 5 years, 6 years,
Mhm.
motherfucker, cover me while I'm out. I'm giving you what the fuck you need day to day. You can
Yeah,
afford to cover me.
I'm
Now,
a,
it's one thing like, and I'm speaking to a larger like corporation type shit. But
Mhm.
like, come on, yo.
Yeah,
What are we talking about here, yo?
they can handle that shit.
What are we talking about here? Also, like, if you don't have life insurance, you probably should get it. Everybody.
Yeah,
I just like it's very cheap.
yeah,
It's very cheap. Like you should have the bare minimum. Like I hate when motherfuckers like I don't hate. It's unfortunate to see when people die and like they throw up the GoFundmes because they need to cover up the funeral expenses.
yeah. That's
It's
fucked
like
up.
yeah, just take that policy out and like pay like $6 a month, and then you'll get your 30,000,
Yeah, and that's covered, and you have
and then
some.
it's not on the family's weight and whatnot.
Yeah,
I was looking at that shit, that like a bunch of different shit I was just thinking about. Like, yo, when you get sick, not only do you get 60%, 65% of your pay though, you know how much fucking hospital bills you're gonna have?
that's the thing. That's the underrated part about it. Is that shit gonna build up, man? And you getting 60% of your check? It's like, come on.
Yeah, and then there's another shit that my job offers, and we sell it to people and whatnot. But like, yo, the whole fucking company's revenue stream is they call hospitals when you get bills or doctors and they negotiate the rate down.
Mhm.
If they can negotiate the rate 50%, why are they taxing like that in general, dog?
Who fucking knows?
Why are they taxing like that, yo?
Who fucking knows,
You tell
man?
me I could just get somebody to call and say, yo, no, they can't pay that. You got to drop it down 60%, and then they take fucking 5% off what they drop it. Wait,
Insane.
why the fuck are we so greedy? I just don't get it.
Uh, I don't get it either, man. I mean, I know people got jobs in those fields, but it just make you think like how other countries function without none of that going on. Like everything just paid for. Granted, it's coming from taxes, but everything just paid for. Don't even. I'm not even gonna give you the headache of having to worry about some of this shit.
Two biggest scams in the world: college, education. Well, probably the two most fucked up you think about it. Education, which shouldn't be a scam.
Yeah, it shouldn't
You want
be.
to self-improve, or you want to self-improve, you want to educate, we're going to need you for the next gen of tech, we're going to need you for all these different jobs, so you need to take an overbearing amount of debt. And insurance.
Yeah.
Insurance, car insurance, health insurance, anything is we're going to charge you every month, and then when you use it, we're going to raise you by 25%.
A little off topic. Do you feel like companies are gonna stop requiring degrees? Because I don't have the statistics, but I would assume that less people are going to college. Maybe I'm wrong. But
I
if
think
less people
before,
are going, do you think they would have less uh strict requirements and just better training at the job? Because if you could get a kid from 18 instead of 22, I feel like you could give them a year of rigorous training and they will be whatever the fuck that company needs them to be. Am I?
twofold to that.
Mhm.
Do I think they should? Yes. Do I think they will? No.
Okay.
Because I think it's such a big business that there'll be a lot of behind the scenes shit going on before they ever do that.
Right, right.
Because they're just not going to fuck the business up.
Mhm.
But to your point, like even when I was there, my degree was in communications, advertising, and public relations. And even when I was in the advertising field,
Mhm.
there was very minimal that I took from my college education.
Damn.
Like I'll say 95% I learned on the job at the job.
Damn.
So like even the jobs that you get into the field, you're still training, relearning, ramp up.
Mhm.
It's just like the equivalent of like you go to driver's ed and you get your license, but then you want to be a race car driver.
Yeah,
What are you really using from driver's ed outside of turn the fucking car on?
yeah, facts. Here's the ignition, here's the gas. That's about it. Yeah, yeah. I just feel like if you could groom a kid from 18, that company, you probably more likely to keep them because at that age, you've real invested in something like that. And I just feel like you're teaching them what you want them to learn. It ain't the extras. How you saying you learning 95% of the job anyway at the older age. So I think it'll be interesting. But like you said, as much money as colleges are making, it probably wouldn't even work.
I yeah, I'm not sure, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I got nothing.
yeah.
It's already 50 minutes. You want to do random thoughts?
We can.
You got something else?
I really don't.
Yeah, random thoughts.
Okay. Random thought. We had a conversation about religion over the weekend, and
Wish I was there.
yeah, it was interesting. Should the funny thing is, me and my girl had this conversation by ourselves. Then we had it with our guest on Saturday. Then we had it with our guest on Sunday. So we didn't had 3 damn combos about it. But okay, so should people get paid for like should a pastor get paid? Should a pastor's like the money people tithe and give to the church, should it go to the pastor's pocket?
I
Basically,
mean,
I'm the
how,
question.
how else would he pay for his house and bills? And
My thing was, if you're in this quote unquote religious field, should you be making money off of it? It
should be
shouldn't go
salary.
back to the people in community.
Well,
Like,
you
yeah,
should be
I'll put all
salary.
the money in the church, put all the money in the community, but should you have another job besides just that? Should that just be your bread making business?
I don't know the time commitment it is to be a pastor. And I
Okay.
think to run a church and be a pastor, it's probably way more of a time commitment than to be able to do it and have a 40-hour job.
Mhm.
Should there be a cap on your income as a pastor? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because I'm like, should a pastor have a jet? And I'm
No,
not knocking it because okay, get it how you live. If this how you really feel and you strongly believe you are ordained or whatever you want to say, like this is your calling, bet. But should it be homeless people around the corner from your church? Should it be hungry people in your city and you making tenfold? Like, shit is a little crazy, but we had some very interesting conversations about it. And it's always interesting to hear everybody's perspective. I'm just on the side of I feel like they could be doing a lot more for not even the world, but just the area. Like,
well, religion shouldn't follow the capitalism system as well. It shouldn't be like, all right, we're going to make the church as flashy as we can to that's going to attract more people to what's it called. But do you really want those followers that are attracted to God because you have a fucking golden cross on the top of your building?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, there's one thing to be like, all right, we're going to expand the church and then we're going to build a playroom or a daycare because then the people that need
A
kids,
free
that
one,
type
though.
shit makes sense.
A free one.
Yeah, that type shit makes sense. Now, if you're doing it to where, like, all right, now I've got a fully fucking cherry oak desk that's $40,000
Yeah,
because that's what a good pastor should have. Well, you're a fucking asshole.
yeah, it's kind of crazy.
You're a fucking asshole. Oh, I'm taking private jets because it's more efficient. No, you can inconvenience yourself for the Lord.
Yeah, just
You
for
should.
yeah,
I mean, the Lord's all about sacrifice. He sacrificed his life for his followers, and you can't sacrifice 2 hours.
that's what we doing, man.
That's what we're doing.
That's what we doing.
You need to keep up a perception of a successful pastor to attract successful people, but there's no worth. There shouldn't be a monetary worth on who your followers are outside of the more donations you can gain. And when you get spoiled with donations, you don't really need that's where you're fucking up at.
Yeah, yeah.
I never like the rule of thumb where you're supposed to donate a certain amount out of each check.
That's the part that I feel like all of us agreed on. Like the whole 10% shit is crazy.
That's crazy. That's
That's
crazy to me.
and they will still ask for more after that.
That's crazy. That's a rule of thumb. You should pay this.
It's really somebody's last. And they giving it because you the preacher and you saying this what needs to have, like, you have to do this to be blessed type shit. So it's like, damn, you in a conundrum now. Like, if I don't give it, I'm not gonna be blessed. But if I do give it, I'm not gonna be able to eat for the week. What the fuck kind of position are you putting people in? It's fucked up, man. But yeah, random thought.
Religion sucks.
It's interesting. I see
why religion sucks. Oh, I meant to do a topic, but I'll do it as my random thought. What is the biggest adjustment dating a girl with a kid?
I would say time. Because if you don't have one and she doesn't have one, all the time is for y'all.
That's fair.
All the fucking time is for y'all. Like, get up and go. Just like how I was saying with us earlier. Let's just go to Miami. Let's just go to Atlanta. Let's just go to wherever. Like, you could do that type of shit. When it's a kid involved, you got to make sure the kid is all right. The kid can be watched, or the kid's coming, or the kid's comfortable, or the kid ain't tired while we out. It's a big adjustment. Just the whole time factor of it to me. That was probably the biggest shit. Just like time and yeah.
That's a good point because the sporadic, spontaneous shit
is dead.
Can happen, but it has to be child included. Like the sporadic, spontaneous shit can go from, all right, we're going to go to a fucking hookah lounge on a Tuesday night and then bar hop to, all right, we're going to go to the fucking pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go to the trampoline park because we're still feeling a little energized.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like a whole different John. And then it's definitely a pre-planning for everything.
For sure. It's nothing super overly sporadic.
Because if you both don't have kids, it's pretty much work.
Yeah.
If you have off work or you can get out of work early, then it's kind of like, all right, well, do what you do.
Yeah.
With a kid, it's definitely that. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
At what point do you feel comfortable starting to like tell the kid what to do?
Shit, when you're around them more than, I'll probably say whenever y'all build that relationship, whenever the respect, you feel like respect is needed to be shown, whenever that comes, I don't know if it's really a time frame, but yeah, whenever that needs to be said, honestly.
Did your girl like try to force you into it, or like were you looking at her like, yo, like?
No, I feel like that was a conversation before we got where we are now. Like, I feel like that's some shit that happens in the talking stages. Like, I feel like, because I had never done it, I had never dated nobody. Yeah. So to me, I'm like, how do you handle discipline from somebody else? And she had her answer. I don't really remember what it was at the time, but I remember asking, like, how does that work? How do you see that working? Like, if you in a relationship? And whatever her answer was, I probably, even if I didn't like it, I probably would have been like, well, this probably ain't gonna work. But I guess I did. I guess the answer wasn't bad.
My shit was a little different just because I'm so used to being around kids. But with that aspect of it, all the kids I'm around, I've known since they were babies.
Yeah.
And their parents have always put me in like a position of power, especially with discipline and whatnot, to where like I could spaz on them.
Mm-hmm.
And not spaz in a bad way, like I'm not cussing kids out or whatnot, but I can easily send them to timeout.
Yeah.
Or tell them that's a yes, that's a no, like it regardless. So coming into a relationship with a lady that has a kid was an interesting balance of like, it's almost like I was overcompensating and just always being friendly.
Yeah, but that could be a gift and a curse as well.
Oh yeah, because then you're always like, and then it got to a point where my girl kind of was like trying to force it to be like, why is Dylan? And then like, yo, you can't keep letting her walk all over you, yo. Like it's not like, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So it is that part of dating a girl with a kid is interesting as well as the time.
Definitely.
Fucking getting old, man.
Yeah, look at the conversations we have now.
I'll tell you, looking at the pumpkin patch and you're looking at all three of us and there's kids attached to everybody and you're like, yeah, we're fucking washed.
That's what we kept laughing at each other like, we are at a pumpkin patch on the weekday. We used to be gone, like on a weekday, like
4 drinks in, 3 Dutches.
3-4 blunts, music
Be
blasting,
a freestyle by now.
launching rap careers. Like
Mhm.
life has changed. Life has changed.
It happened so quick. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, man. Views from the trail. Till next time.
Next week.